So for question 2, you have to name a feature and then develop it in both cases. Now I have to say, you could introduce it a little bit better by saying one feature of the Second World War home front in Britain was air raids, rather than just doing this. However, this person's given a feature and then developed it. They mentioned air raids was a feature of the home front. Britain were preparing for the war well before it started by making air raid shelters. People would have to spend full days there. Well, sometimes. If a bomb landed on top of the shelter, you were dead, but if it dropped 6 streets away and bricks from roofs and glass landed on top of it, you would survive. You see, point mentioned, developed. That's 2 marks. Done it again, another 2 marks, 4 marks. Well done, that person. And this one is another great example. You've got one feature of the home front was evacuation. Right, so it's introduced better this time. This is how you should do it. And then it's features named, features developed. Evacuation was where children, mothers with children under the age of 2, teachers, blind or disabled people and pregnant ladies would be taken out of the city and taken to the countryside. Well, you're thinking why? Well, it goes on to say, they got moved out to the countryside because there was less chance of bombers there, so it was safer. Brilliant. 2 marks. You do it again on another feature, you get 4 marks out of 4. That's how to do question 2. And use some of this if you're doing your green pen. Now, one of the things for question 3 that we haven't done particularly well at is picking out quotes from the interpretation and writing about whether you do agree that it was a victory or a defeat with what it's saying in the interpretation. So this person picks out a quote, "At Dunkirk a miracle was born," which is from the interpretation, which shows that they believed it was a brilliant thing. But they may have only said nice things about this to keep the English people's spirits high. So, this is the sort of thing we're looking for. You've got some suggestions of how to begin this. You've got to pick out quotes and say whether you agree or disagree with the quotes written there. It's not an essay about whether Dunkirk was a victory or a defeat. It's about whether or not you agree with the person's interpretation of Dunkirk. So we'll look at another. So we need to get some more examples in of people using quotes and writing about the sources, but this is a conclusion absolutely nailed. You see how developed it is. This is how big a conclusion should be. It's the most important bit of any history essay. And it starts right, in conclusion, starts properly, I should say, I disagree with this interpretation because, although this many people were saved, there were this many people that died or were captured, I should probably say. We also underestimated the Germans. I think this was the main reason that so many soldiers were trapped. If we'd known they were capable of getting their tanks through the Ardennes forest, we could have prepared and fought back. Overall, I think Dunkirk should be seen as a defeat. I disagree with this statement. Here is my reason why I'm correct. There we go. That's what we should be doing. So, for question 3, get quotes in, say whether you agree or disagree and what evidence there is to back it up. Make sure you have a big detailed conclusion really hammered home. And you can steal things from this video to help you to do your green pen so you can improve for the future. There we go. Well done everybody who's got their work in these videos.